Okay, team, take your seats. We are going to go into session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. We loving the day so far, guys? Yeah, powerful, isn't it? I'm so proud of looking around. I was saying on the lunch, right, this is the biggest academy that I've ever run. It's like a sea of black and gold, and it really makes me feel proud. Like, yeah, no, it's lovely.
He's let us all down.
Oh, have I been outed? You kind of wore, it's a gold jumper, right? It's a gold.
Stand up and say sorry.
It's a gold jumper. 20 push-ups if you're not in the team. No, after the dinner. After lunch. After lunch. Perfect. All right, team. So well done. Well done. But we've got a lot to get through this afternoon. We've got a lot to get through. In fact, we're going to be joined by like 2 keynote speakers throughout this afternoon. The next one coming up is an absolute powerhouse of what they do. And after the break, I'm going to be joined on stage with a Mr. Liam Ryan, who's going to be delivering. He wanted to come to an Academy Day to deliver a session with you guys on Stack, so we're actually going to double team together, give you double the value. And he's joining us for dinner tonight for those who can do dinner. But the next speaker is a strategy that we all need. I know it's something when I've been interviewing, doing one-to-ones with you. It's an area where even I can put my hand up, I'm not doing enough in. I know the benefits, I know how many people I could be inspiring through it, I know how much I could grow my business, but I'm not yet doing it because even I'm falling down the trap if I'm too busy. However, I believe I'm going to be watching in this next session with a lot of attention, taking down lots of notes and implementing. In fact, the next speaker is someone who's in this room right now. Someone who is an Academy client, and they came to me last month actually and said, Nick, I want to do one-to-many. I've got a great business. I want to help people. How can I help people? And I said, well, why don't you give back? Why don't you give to the people, teach them, and we can see if you're ready to do more with us. So let's give them loads of love because they're an Academy client. Give them a bigger drum roll. Who's it going to be? Let's welcome to the stage, Mike Gray.
Hi, like the rest of you, by the way, I filled out that form this morning where it said you want more public speaking experience, and here I am. So, just kidding. It was planned. So I'm going to talk to you all about video, and let's move this over in one bit, and then I had to, just so you know, I had to swap presentation formats because we had problems with the projector this morning, so we're going to hope this all works. And here we go, if it does. And then I'll do a proper introduction. Here we go. So I'm going to talk about video and the power of video, how we can actually use it to gain more clients, and in particular, qualified leads. So just help me understand in the room here, who has already got a YouTube channel? All right, great stuff. And who, social media, who you're using Facebook or... Yeah, everybody using Facebook, LinkedIn? Yeah, okay, great. Instagram and all that sort of stuff, right. So it gives me a good idea. And business-wise, are you property? Let's have a, because I get the impression that a lot of people here are property, yeah, okay, so we'll talk about that. And then coaching, like me, yeah, okay, great stuff. Products, anyone here who's got a product they're selling? I don't know, got a couple, yeah, I don't know. Great stuff, right, that helps me. And how many of you are using your website as well to promote for business? Okay, and when was the last time you updated your website?
Last week.
Last week? No, a month ago? More than a month ago? Hands, show hands, more than a month ago? More than 6 months ago? Yeah, okay. Right, so one of the great things with what I'm going to explain to you is how we can use video. Actually, we can get access to the video and all the stats from it very, very easily. So I know a lot of people, where I talk to, outsource their website to someone else. So it's over there somewhere. I have to phone him to get the data or whatever. Whereas with video, if we do it correctly, and what I'm going to show you is we can get fairly instant stats on lots of stuff. So question is, show of hands, how many people would like to grow their business and get more leads, qualified leads to it? Yeah, anyone here doesn't want to do that? Okay, that's good news. All right, so let's move on, and we're going to talk about then how we can create high quality leads using video without a huge marketing budget and without actually using zero budget. So let's talk about that. And the great news is, and by the way, I've stolen this slide from someone, don't tell him. Right? Because the great news is, and if you like, the number one thing that I've taken on since I came into the academy is this one-to-one or one-to-many selling. Because before, to be honest, I was sort of slightly focused on one-to-one selling. So the great news is about video that it is one-to-many. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about one-to-many. This is Nick's slide, if you've forgotten it. I was stolen. But the great news is, we're talking about selling one-to-many, 24/7, and 365 days a year, and you're getting views while you snooze. So you can wake up in the morning and have qualified leads come in overnight from people that have found your video, looked at it, and thought, yeah, that looks interesting. So what we're doing here is talking about, because we're all looking at sales skills, right? So we're over here on this right-hand side. We're all great at selling, or we're learning how to sell. But how do you get those clients at your door that you can sell to? And that's what this session's about, is putting people in front of you that have checked you out on video, they've gone through this know, like, and trust, and are now ready to buy. So if I said to you, I've got a video about, because one of my hobbies is cycling, and I do every year I typically do the London to Brighton bike ride. If I said to you, right, all those here that want to volunteer, go watch my 15-minute video about cycling from London to Brighton. A lot of you are going to go, no, yes, thanks for that, but I'm not interested. Well, that's what we can do with video. We can qualify people. I can instantly reject people that aren't interested in what I'm selling. So someone that watches, if I put a video up, I have got a video up that says how to do the London to Brighton bike ride. People that watch it all the way through to the end, guess what? They're interested. They're qualified. If they've watched the video, yeah, they're ready, right? They want to know more. If I'm actually not selling anything on that video, it's just there for information and stuff like that. That's my hobby. But if I was selling something and they've watched all the video, they're ready. Right? Someone that's not interested in cycling or whatever it is that you might be selling or promoting, if they watch it, they're interested. They're the ones you want. And you can qualify out, the video automatically qualifies out the people that aren't interested. This is what we're talking about, the power of video. And you don't worry about the people that didn't watch it, who cares? Or they watched 10 seconds of it, dropped out, not bothered. I want the ones that watched all of it. That's what so we're talking about moving from cold to sold, moving them through the know, like, and trust piece. So I've split this presentation up. By the way, I won't get through all the slides, but I'm happy to take questions as we go through, but I've divided it into 3 sections. Number 1, why YouTube? Creating a YouTube channel, why you need it more than a website. I know that's controversial, but I'm out there to do that, provoke. And number 3, how you advertise on YouTube. So if you want to advertise, how would you do that? But back to Nick's point earlier, which I absolutely agree with, and those of you in my school group would have seen me post about it, would never, ever try and promote something that isn't proven. So you wouldn't just create a product and go, hey, I'm going to spend £1,000 on social media, whatever it might be, and try and promote it. First of all, you prove that your model works, that people want your product, and then you use advertising for scaling, not for proving. So we're going to cover all of those things. So let me just try and make this move. Oh, hang on. So we have a little problem with the machine here. Yeah, no, it's the, I think it's the Mac, whatever. So we'll just do it manually. Try that. Okay, so why YouTube and not, why am I not saying, yeah, Facebook or whatever else? Because if you look at the stats here, these are people that spend time on YouTube, so 90% are looking at YouTube. Facebook, 86%, and down to TikTok, 69%. So YouTube is by far the most popular platform. Just testing. Hands up who noticed my mistake. Don't. Okay, right.
It's
So
also owned by Google.
yes, I got it.
Sorry.
Yes. And thank you for
Sorry.
got the next bullet. So YouTube, owned by Google. So have you realized that when you search on Google, quite often the first thing it shows is what? Video. It's increasingly showing video as the solution. 93% of all searches are through Google, only 1.4% through Facebook. Right, so though you might shove video on Facebook, people are not searching there. They might find it, come across it, but they're not searching there. So 3 billion searches on YouTube a month. And if you haven't, it'd be interesting, how many people here, if you're looking at buying some significant product, you look for a video that shows a review on it or whatever. Do you have a show of hands? How many people do that? Yeah. It's very high. Most people, me included, before I'm doing to buy anything that's important, I'll check it out. So think about it. If you don't have a video up, people might be searching for you on YouTube and not finding you. Actually finding your competitor. How about that? Not you. And so it gets quite important to do. So 82% convinced to buy via video. Guess what? Know, like, and trust. It takes you through that journey to the point where you're thinking, yeah, actually, this looks pretty good. Or I like this guy. Or maybe I don't like this guy. Or whatever it is. But it takes you through that journey. Average watch time a day, 19 minutes. Across, yeah, I think the clicker's bust. But anyway, we'll... oh, no, sorry, this laptop is playing up. So let's try again. We'll do it that way. Right, so YouTube, even without, yeah, I think if your batteries are flat or whatever, but second is the second biggest search engine on its own, regardless of Google. YouTube, second biggest search engine, long watch time. The other great thing is, people are scared of doing it. Some people, so I'm going to take you through how not to be scared of doing it, because competition may not be able to do it, and even small businesses don't have the infrastructure or the capability to actually record videos. It's too complex, we've never done that. Should we do it? Who's going to do it? I'm going to talk about that more later. Long-term value watched over the years, and as I said, they can be found on Google search. So let's try that. So why do people look on YouTube? So this is the important thing. This is probably why you search on YouTube. I'm going to come back to this in a while. Solve a problem, 70%. So there are, for sure, you've got the kids on there playing the games. You've got kids watching and others watching videos. And I mean music videos. And you've got other stuff. But actually, most of us are searching to solve a problem. Now the question is, I'm going to do more on this in a while, because I want you to start thinking about, if I was searching on YouTube to find you, what would I be searching for that finds you? And that's a really, really important question to answer. What problem have I got that finds you? So for example, if you're in business, if you're in property business, and I search for, how do I invest in property? But what if I was to say, I've just won £300,000 in the lottery or something, and I want to know how to invest it. Would that find the property investors here? Yeah. It should do, right? So we've got to think about is the random things I might be searching for that you can divert to you. And it's not just one question. You can put a series of videos on, right? If you're looking to invest, what would you do? Okay, so let's see how we do. So I just, a quick bit about me and how I got here and all that sort of stuff. I used to work in corporate sales. Actually, I originally started off as a computer engineer, and then into management stuff, and then into sales. So I did some various bits and pieces, had some good fun working on some pretty major accounts. So O2 was a good lesson learned when I joined as the account manager looking after O2. It's an interesting one for you. The first week I was there, I got hoisted into a meeting to talk about the fact our software was now going to be 3 months late. And the meeting was all about what excuse can we tell O2 to convince them that it's not a problem, right? And I stopped the meeting after about 15 minutes and said, I'm going to go and tell them the truth. It's running 3 months late. You know what? The best thing I ever did. Because afterwards, the customer came back and said, Mike, you know what? You're the first person that's told us the truth. We like that. So don't be ever afraid if you're working with other businesses and whatever to just be straight with them. If things are running late or things aren't happening, it's not going to work the way you originally said, they're going to find it anyway. And my lesson learned was just be straight with people, tell them the truth. The Microsoft one was another interesting one. They basically stole our software. I was working for what's now Hewlett-Packard at the moment, and our lead design engineer, software engineer globally, left and went to Microsoft, and they stole it. So the interesting one was that then we started working in alliance with them, and that's what I was doing for Europe. And one time I had a big presentation to do where I had to give the numbers and all the report on what's going on in Europe in this alliance that we now have with Microsoft. And I had my boss there, his boss, his boss, his boss, his boss, right up to global, right? And I knew I was going to get absolutely scrutinized on all my numbers. So I was getting a bit nervous about this because I don't like presenting, but I knew about the numbers I'm going to get scrutinized. So I started off the presentation and said, look, in the interest of time, I won't be taking any questions. And someone at the back went, yes, you will. They got the joke. It was all right. Anyway, so the last company I worked for was a company called Star, who are Californian, Silicon Valley based, only about 10 people in Silicon Valley. The other 400 are in Ukraine, in Kyiv, actually. And I have been out there. All those pictures you see of the reporters standing by the cathedrals, yes, I've been there and have those pictures. I thought I'd show you this one because this was one of the customers I went to. You may not recognize this, but this is McLaren's headquarters in Surrey. And this is in the car park. And you can see that little hut thing there. That's a spiral staircase that takes you down. And when you go down, you see the corridor. And you go, well, what do I do now? So you walk along the corridor, and you go up some stairs. And at the top of the stairs, you come and see this. And that happens to be the assembly where they build the racing cars. The Formula One cars to go on the track. And that's obviously an engine there and whatever else. So I took that picture. And I took the, next picture. I took that picture as well, walked around. And then, believe it or not, reception, you had to find reception. There's a little, see this pod thing here that was up, you had to walk up, round the corner, up a pod to the top of the stairs to find the reception. So I did that. I had my meeting. And I said, after the meeting, they showed me around, showed me where all the cars are built and stuff like that. I said, oh, can I take some photos? I said, oh, no, you can't take photos. Oops. I said, so this is the one they did. I said, well, what you can do, we can do this. That was me. Going, yeah. You know. Anyway, so the other thing I did with this company, so it was in Ukraine, and it's before current events, so it's in between that, it's a few years ago. And we had an open day in Kyiv, and had to go there. Now, you have to understand, in Kyiv, there's conscription around. I'm glad I said that right this time. It's conscription, so a lot of the men are out in the army or whatever, in the forces. And so the most employees in the company turn out to be women. So the fact that these girls then posted this on social media, that's me, that went out in social media, every one of them posted and tagged me on social media while I was still there. So, and you imagine the phone was ringing afterwards. Hang on, what's going on? I thought you were at work. Anyway, so my hobby is video. I've been doing video since 1992. I'm embarrassed as I know it's before some of you were born. But in the old days, we used to use analog cameras. The difference between analog, digital, every time you record and do another version of an analog, you lose quality of it. So that was quite challenging. But anyway, through digital cameras, YouTube, Apple iPhone came along. My first business video I did in 2009 when I was in a software testing company for a while, and I got someone to do a video. It wasn't very good. I didn't do anything with it, and I left anyway after that. Soon after that, and then they came phoning back to me saying, "Hey, that video you did, can we have it back?" I did send it to them, but anyway. So these days, we're onto GoPro action cameras. If you know these things, little boxes. If those are into sport will know them. Great, they're ubiquitous. You see them everywhere. Once you know they exist, when you see people talking in cars and they're on video, there's typically one of these or several of these placed around in the front of the car. They go on bikes, they go skiing, you can go underwater with them and everything else. So that they really help everything. The mistake I made when I started YouTube, I had one channel, it's my hobby channel. I just shoved every video on there. And then in the early, it's almost 2 years ago, I went, oops, I now need to be serious about this. Scrubbed the channel and then started again 2 years ago. Because one of the mistakes you can make, and messages to take away, don't start one channel and shove everything on there. Because people want a niche. They want to know, I like your channel's all about property or whatever it might be. It might be about coaching, it might be about horses, or it might be about whatever it is, stick to the niche. And I'm going to talk about that before you ever start a YouTube channel for business. Be very certain about the niche that you want to follow and stick with that. Do not do what I did. It was my mistake because I was just chucking stuff on there. It didn't matter. And then I realized it did. So these days we have a software editing tool that some of you will have heard of called CapCut. It's out of China and it's the greatest little video editing piece of software that you can have. It's very easy for novices to use, if you like, or beginners, whatever. And that's made a big difference to the whole industry. So let's see if this works. So why video? As we were saying, picture is 1,000 words. Forrester, according to Forrester, that equates to 1.8 million words of video. The power of video is what we're talking about here, is how you can use it also. In 2023, 83% of all traffic is video on the internet. Just think about that. And again, builds trust, be seen as an authority, allows you to pre-frame client questions. So another thing, and there's a great book I'm reading about, They Ask, You Answer. I've put it in the school group, which is really good, about this guy that transformed his business by pre-framing questions. Because he spoke to the sales team. There's this company he was in, they sold swimming pools, and they were fiberglass swimming pools. And he spoke to the sales guys, they were almost out of business actually. He spoke to the sales guys and he said, well, what are the questions you get asked? And they went, oh yeah, the customers always ask 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They said, well, why don't we answer them on the website, on video? That transformed their business. That guy now runs an agency going around the world consulting on how you should change your video, so your business using video. And you start by pre-framing questions.
Is that the pool guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot it's Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's an excellent book, and it actually goes on to show that all the benefits of video. And I'll put it in the link of when we send this out. So here's the thing. So we're talking about intent-based marketing. Think about it. I'm on YouTube trying to solve a problem. I'm putting in. I'm looking to invest in property. I'm looking for the particular service that you do, the product you may have, whatever. I'm searching for it, right? Can I find you? This is the thing. Think about it. I'm searching for the solution that you have. I want to find you. You may have it and you haven't done anything. I'm finding your competitors, but I'm not finding you, right? So this is where you want to be. You want to be on YouTube, you want to be found, and I'm going to show you how we do exactly some of that. So, I'm going to split just for a second, just to explain where we are with this is great. This is where I've exported my presentation from Apple to Microsoft, right? So I'm just seeing the revenue, that should be revenue focused channel. So here are the 4 channels, if you like, or the 4 areas to play with, right? So remember my mistake? I started with a hobby channel, hey, and random or topic, or I could do it topic focused, but you could still start. There's nothing wrong with having a random play channel where you experiment with. Then you can move to a revenue focused channel or try and get there. So the thing about this, and people always ask, how do you make money from YouTube? I'm going to show more about it. But the key thing is you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And you have to maintain that as well. You don't just achieve it once, think, oh, great. Now you can start, in what you do, you get revenue from ads that show while your video is playing. And they pay you for that. But the other ways are affiliates. And this is one of the things that I'm playing with now. So for example, I can do a review of a product. Maybe it's a GoPro camera, whatever it might be. And I can say, hey, look, if you want this, here's my affiliate link. It's in Amazon. You're not going to pay any more for it. And you go there on Amazon. What I might be selling is something that cost 10p. You go onto Amazon, and while you're there, you go, oh, actually, I also wanted to buy, something else, and you're going to spend another, £100 or something like that. Guess what? I get all the revenue. I get everything. It all counts, not just the one 10p thing I sent you there for. I get everything, and that's one of the best things about using affiliates. Now you can sign up to be an Amazon affiliate, and you can do that. So reviews and other stuff, I'll come back to more on that. So the other one, the main one is the green one, is where I'm suggesting you start, right? Business promo, no ads, right? Because that's where to start. Topic-based, build authority, because that's what it establishes. If you've got video out there, it establishes you as an authority. So people see you and go, oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. You're informed. Okay? And the last one is business promo with ads. And they're the ones that you see when you start watching a video, it comes on, and you've got the option to skip. Do you know if you skip that ad, the guy doesn't pay for it? Only if you watch 30 seconds of the video do they pay for it. I'll come back to that later. So the trick to do, if you're doing an ad, you do it for 28 seconds. Then they have to watch all of it. You only pay for it if they watch all of the ad. So, but they're the 4 main areas that I see. I mean, you could obviously split up other niches and stuff, but. So, sorry, someone say, no? Okay. So how do you attract cold leads online? So one thing not to do, all right? Don't just record one video and go, I've done it. I've recorded my video. It's got everything on it. It's everything I need. Don't do that. What you want is a series of videos. And don't address and try and sell on the first one. You can just put something like, hey, here's me, this is what I do. I'm in Birmingham or wherever it is, Manchester, Brentwood. I sell property, I'm in property investment. If you want more from me, and I'm going to show you some other stuff on that in a while, click the link below to give me, or sign up to my newsletter. But I'm not actually selling. Right? You can entertain, you can put various other bits on. Some people use humor or whatever. Inform, here's what I offer. Connect, inspire. By the way, I think those headings I stole from Nick as well. So, just in case. But it's there, right? Address elephants and the elephant in the room. Right? So I'll say if there are elephants in the room in your niche, why can't you be the one that addresses it? So in this industry, lots of people are really stuck with this issue. And I'm going to tell you how we address it. Why not? If you don't, someone else might. Be the one that does. Go, hey, I like you because you're telling us the truth and you're explaining these difficult things. Huh? So what we're talking about is, hang on. What we're talking about then is this. First of all, by video, you're creating this halo. I'll try the clicker in a minute. See if that works again. You're creating this halo of who you are. And what you're then doing is sending people down through your funnel. So that's what if you like, what we're actually trying to do with video, right? Is to take people, so I keep blocking it now, is to take people through the funnel. Not just by one video. Don't try and crack it in one. Do a series of videos that address, and if you can do it, do regular videos. Here's what's happening in the property market, and what's the impact of property by Rachel Reeves' latest budget. You address that one? I'll show you in a minute some stuff about that. Okay, but so you're creating the halo, and the whole intent is to drive people down to the bottom. We get to action at the bottom. Contact me. You're ready. That still don't work. Never mind. Let's do it manual way. So your funnel. This is an interesting one, right? So I've put it on a slide. I could have actually drawn it up, because if you start taking what your expectations are, and we can do it just on the slide if you like. But if you start with, does anyone else, you have a number here that you want to get, your income per month pre-tax? How much do you want? Is it 4K, 10K?
20K is good.
Sorry?
20 is good.
20? Okay, so we take 20K, right? That's the lifetime value of your customer. I.e., maybe they come in once. They spend profit. They spend 5K. So you're looking for 4 customers spending 5K every month. These are one-offs, right? In this case, it's our lifetime value. Close rate is 20% about right, or anyone want to come up with a different number? Do you think that's high, low, whatever? 20%. So the number of qualified leads you need is 20 to get the 4. Is that about right? So unqualified leads, 2,000. Scary, isn't it, when you think about it like that? And actually, I won't go through it all here for time reasons, but I would encourage you to try and work this out yourself, because it's worth sitting down with working out your funnel, how it actually works. Put the numbers in yourself. Just put it on. You can play with it and go, actually, Mike was wrong. I'm getting better than close rate of 20%. I'm getting 70%, 80%, whatever it is. But work out your funnel and how many leads you need unqualified into your funnel to actually start working. It's scary when I first saw this a few years ago. It's like scary stuff. You start looking at it. And by the way, in my corporate career, I used to spend my life looking at the funnel every day. I had to, because someone could come up to you and go, right, how are you doing this quarter? I had people always be asking in corporate world, where are you? What's your forecast for this quarter? I need to know, and this month. So funnels are really important. If you haven't figured out your funnel, it is worth doing. If I want 20K a month, I need to work back how I actually improve either my close rate, the number of clients, or whatever it is. Qualified leads, I need to improve it. So, structuring your videos. I did get permission from Nick to say this a while ago, which is the stuff we went through before lunch about how you introduce yourself and all that, is what you don't do on a YouTube video. Do you know why? I'm going to show you in just a second, because it's the hook that counts. All right, and the important thing is here, and then we can practice some of this in just a while. The hook comes first. Why should I watch your video? Do you know how long the attention rate is on a video? In the
3 seconds.
You drop off 50% of people in the first 30 seconds. So you never start off by saying, hey, I'm Mike from Billericay, and I do videos, and I've done videos for the last 10 years, and I've got several cameras, and don't do that. You start off by saying, if you've got this problem, I'm going to show you how to fix it. Right, if you're looking for where to invest your £300,000, I'm going to show you how I can get you a 10% return per year on that investment, or whatever it is. If you're looking for a solution to XYZ problem, I'm going to show you the 5 things that I would do. If you're going to Las Vegas in 2025, I'm going to show you the 10 things you must do in Vegas. Or I'm going to show you the 5 lessons I learned when I was in Vegas. Or whatever it is. I'm putting a hook. And the whole thing with YouTube or video is the hook is important. So is the title, and also so is the thumbnail. And Netflix have a stat, because we'll watch Netflix, I'm guessing a lot of people, or Prime Video, or whatever it is, even BBC do it, where you've got those small thumbnails and you just scroll by. The scroll rate is horrendous. So the thumbnail, the title, are the first main things that you need to concern yourself with. And then, because that gets someone watching, and then once they start watching, the hook is the next thing. So I'm going to show you an example of this. This is one of my videos. It's one of my most popular ones. It's only been on there about 6 months. I was talking to someone earlier about it. This is the UK Army, the household cavalry, take their horses to Norfolk every summer, and they let them free on the beach to run up and down the beach, to go in the sea and stuff like that, and they exercise them. And people love this. You know, I put this video on a Friday night, and woke up the next morning. Normally you expect, oh, I've got 5 views, that's all right, it's started. You know, maybe it's 10 views, 20 views. I read 56, and I went, hang on a moment, there's a dot. It's 5.6 thousand views overnight, from Friday night to Saturday morning when I woke up. I thought there's something wrong, but no, it's actually boomed. And we're just talking just before about horses are really popular for whatever reason. So this is on, I have a travel channel, which is my main focus at the moment. But here I want to show you this. This is what I was saying earlier about the attention span, right? And this is my most popular video, right? So, and in the first 30 seconds, you can see you lose. In fact, actually, it says there 62% of viewers are still watching around the 30%, which is above typical, right? It goes down to around less than that, around about 50% normally, it's typical. So, and it's quite scary, by the way. You put a 10-minute video together. I've got another one about elephants, right? And at the end of the video, you got the mother elephant and the baby elephant walking along together, and it's great. It's where you go, this amazing shot I got. People don't watch it, do they? Don't get that far. You go, what? You've missed it. And it's one of the things you have to get used to with video, right? Okay, but you've missed the best bit. You missed my offer. You missed this bit. It's all in the end. But actually, if you're selling something, remember I'm saying it self-qualifies, right? Because the people that are really interested are those ones at the end. They're the ones you want if you were selling something. Obviously, this isn't selling anything. This is just trying to get views on my channel, right? But bear in mind, you know, so when you put a video on YouTube and you look at the stats and you go, oh my God, yeah, they've missed all the key bits I put in about value and, you know, how they're going to grow their business. It's all gone. They've missed it. So just beware. So it's really important. And the great thing is with YouTube, you can look at and analyze all sorts of things. Well, remember, one of the things you never do with video, you never say, it's November 2024, and I'm reviewing the property market. Guess why? Because in 2 months' time, it's 2025. I start off by, you know, because you'd have said that up here in the hook. I go, oh, it's not worth it. It's old. It's last year. I want to watch a video that says it's January 2025. Or you don't mention any date, ever. Right? Even my cycling video I did about how to cycle from London to Brighton, I said I did it last year. And this is the video I took. So, and the other thing you can do with YouTube, the only thing I can't change is the content. I can change the thumbnail, I can change the title, right? So I guarantee you in December, there'll be loads of videos on YouTube going, what to do, how to grow your business in 2025. Be loads of them. Guess what? Be the same video as last year, right? And the year before, right? People will just change. You just change the title, change the thumbnail. That's what you do.
So you know it has a date of when it's loaded.
Yes, you can see it. You can spot when it's loaded, but you have to look out for it. Most people won't. They look at the thumbnail. Yeah, there are some giveaways you can check, but most people won't spot that initially. Yeah. So unfortunately we can't do this because of the change. Going to show you this video. I don't know if you know this guy. He's a property guy.
Saw him on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, in person or?
Yeah, at the Property and Entrepreneurs Summit in Milton Keynes.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Amazing.
Very fun.
So unfortunately, there was a video there, and he does a great hook, right? They're talking about these flats, and they're in Southend. Used to be an office. He's converted into flats, whatever else. Unfortunately, we can't get it to play for whatever reason. But here's a great thumbnail. And first of all, lots of thumbnails have the person's face on. That's the first thing, and normally create some sort of curiosity. How much profit? Curiosity. If you look through the most successful videos, you will see thumbnails like this, curiosity and someone's face. I don't do it every time, but most of mine will have a face on or something. Sometimes I'm not too bothered. Certainly if it's in travel, it's not so important. But a face and a curiosity, bear that in mind. That's what you're trying to do, create curiosity on the thumbnail. Then entice someone to watch it. I want to know how much profit he made, right? Now, we're going to see if we can get past this without, nope, no, right. Now, what I wanted to do, I'll show you this. James Sinclair, that's his name. And he's got 92,000 subscribers, and almost 93,000 subscribers. However, so under the video, this is the thing. This is what is in the description of the video. Here's your power, right? Sign up to my weekly, I'm not sure if you can see at the back, right? First one says, sign up to my weekly newsletter. What does he get? Get your details, yes, got your email address. And you're going to get regular updates from him. Try Entrepreneurs University, 14 free day trial. Yeah, right. Entrepreneur DNA, get your tickets to our next event. Apply to be on my podcast. The link didn't work, I tried it. And then his socials, right? So this is what you can do. See, don't just put a, he doesn't want me on his podcast. I think it's probably a busted link, but you can see his other socials are there. This is the power, so it's not just the video, it's check out in the details below for everything about me if you want to be in contact. And that's what you can do. So look, newsletters, sign up to school, whatever you want to do, right? It's all there. If you want to buy a GoPro camera, here's the link on Amazon, whatever, right? You can do all of that. And this is in the description. You can go and change that, update it. Doesn't matter if you got it wrong first time, you can still go back. You can take a 5-year, 10-year-old video, still go back, update it. Do you understand the power then of just getting the video out there? It gets seen. And there you go. So that video's had nearly 30,000 views since October the 30th. Right, so that's 12 days, isn't it? Something like that.
So is that what appears at the bottom of the video?
Yeah, in the description, yeah.
Okay, got you.
Or it might say more or whatever, yeah. And sometimes, well, you see the 29,000 views is the bit you'll see anyway. So sometimes you can put in at the very top there, sign up or whatever. You can put that there. So is residential property worth it? So there is, again, some of this is searchable by Google, right? So if you're searching for property, then you'll get and find him. So here's the other example. So imagine this. It's either whatever, it's Christmas Day, it's New Year's Day, it's some important event going on at your house, and you've got all the family coming, so you've got friends are going to stay overnight, whatever, and the boiler breaks. The boiler's bust. and you're going, this is a disaster in the middle of cooking. I haven't got enough time, right? And but now my boiler's broken. I'm going to quickly go on YouTube. I'm going to search for a plumber because I've got error code number 23 come up on my boiler, and I want to know what to do with it. So I search for, and I find a plumber, and the plumber says, "Hey, I'm Joe the plumber. I'm in Brentwood. I do taps. I do bathrooms. I do central heating. I do. You want a water tank? I can do that as well. If you want to extend," you're going, "No, go away." Right? The next guy you find says, if you've got a Valent 123 and you've got error code 23 on it, I'm going to show you the 5 things to do that will fix it, that you can do, and if you can't fix it, I'm going to tell you what to do next. That's the guy, right? And that's instant on the start of the video. That's what you've got to aim for. That's where you get press-ups. That's what you've got to aim for, right? Instant answer. You don't introduce yourself. You don't talk about the weather, the date, nothing. You go, if you've got this, I can fix it. Straight, immediate, instant. Okay, so I want to quickly do then a quick 2 minutes to scribble down, and we'll just pick some volunteers up. So what will someone be searching for that finds you? We're going to spend 2 minutes, scribble down something, and then we'll just get a few volunteers. And what's going to find you and your business? You just, right, you've got 2 minutes. Timer starts now. Sorry. I'd get told off by Nick for not walking over the side of the room. Just show him. He's not in at the moment either. You just tell him when he comes back, Mike did walk to the side of the room.
You're just trying to drink your step count.
Yeah, that's good. Right, go on then, volunteers. Business you're in. Sorry, I'm useless at names, but...
Mike as well.
Oh, right, okay, good name.
Easy to remember.
My thought is business owners, how to monetize your personal business brand in 2025.
Sorry, say it again, sorry.
Business owners, how to monetize your personal and business brands in 2025.
But is that what I'm searching for? What's my problem?
That you want to get branded, you want to monetize your business and your personal.
Right.
How to brand.
So the question I've got is, how do I monetize? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's good. I mean, might tweak it a little bit, because the question what I want is the question that I've put in that finds you, right? So my question might be, how do I monetize, or how do I improve my brand? Yeah? Anyone else? Sorry, go.
Yeah.
Go,
So-
yes, sorry.
So how to get rid of the fear of public speaking, for example, or how to
Yeah.
get rid of my anxiety when I talk.
Great, yeah. So that was how to get rid of the fear of public speaking, or how to pronounce it properly.
I can help you.
Yeah, thank you. I need help. I'm told I need it. So I go.
No, you don't.
How to set up an Airbnb.
Great. Yeah.
How
So-
to work on your business and not in it.
Right. Yeah. But what you want to be looking at is what's the question that what am I searching for? So you come up don't come up with the answer. Come up with the question that I've typed in.
How do I?
Yeah.
So you can interchange. So can acupuncture help fertility? Can acupuncture reduce fat pain? Can acupuncture help sciatica? And I can just change that every single time.
Yeah. Okay. So it was how can acupuncture help?
Fertility, pain,
Yeah.
sciatica, back pain, whatever.
Yeah, it's great, which is great. Yes, you can have a whole load of different things. Sorry, go.
How to get over my fear, no, how to learn to swim and get over my fear of water.
Brilliant, yeah. Okay, and I watched a video yesterday. I was checking, because my other half is a swimming teacher as well. And there was a video that had something like 13 million views on it. So you're going, yes, I'll have that, please. So, go on.
How can I heal and become my best self?
Great, I like that. So, hey,
How to achieve superior hydration at home.
great, yeah. Good. Any others? Any other volunteers come up? Sorry.
How to buy property in the UK.
Yes. Okay. Or the Airbnb one, by the way. The other thing I thought of, because actually someone I know's got an Airbnb, and I thought of something like the 10 biggest mistakes of renting an Airbnb, or 10 lessons learned from renting, or whatever, right? Before you rent your property on Airbnb, here are 10 things you should know, or you should do, or whatever. So quite often, a lot of them are things like, here's what I quit before I did X. Just think of those dramatic titles and whatever else. By the way, just so you know, there's just for amusement, there's two pieces of software out there that people use where it uses AI to tune your video title. It analyzes your thumbnail and it gives you a score, and then of your thumbnail and your title and your description. And you have to be careful of using AI, right? And by the way, on YouTube, one of the things you have to tick is this is real. This footage I'm loading up is real and actually happened. You can't put a fictitious thing up there without saying, you'd have to tick another box saying it's fictitious. I've made it up. There's AI, right? But anyway, the tool analyzes your thumbnail and stuff like that. It's quite a useful tool, I have to say that, but you have to be very careful with it. So I was recently at an air show in Bournemouth, and they had a Eurofighter flying backwards and forwards, the Delta Wing jet from the RAF. And I put it on because I think there's plane spotters that like that sort of stuff. So I put it on, and I used vidIQ to analyse. It's called the Eurofighter, and it analysed it. And what it came up with a better title than mine of the Eurofighter flying at Bournemouth. What his recommendation was, I flew the Eurofighter for a week, and here's what I thought of it. And it actually changed it for me. I went, no. So you have to be really, really careful of some of this AI stuff. And that's just one of them. I mean, it comes up with all sorts of things. The change of the guard, it still writes that off as it's all a fallacy stuff, or it's all fake, and it's too expensive, and we should get rid of them. All that sort of stuff. You have to be really, really careful. But there are tools out there. One's called TubeBuddy, you might hear, and one's called vidIQ. It's another one. You have to pay for this on subscription, but they'll help you get the title, critique your titles and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a couple of other examples I wanted to show you. So this one, I was talking earlier about this. Those of us that have got iPhones, you know that iOS 18 came out about a month ago, and someone it's got a video, and it is a team. I'll give them that, it's a team, right? But this is when you cry as a video guy, or a YouTuber, when they can do that. In 13 days, 3.8 million views on Apple finally did it, iOS 18. Amazing. So get the hook again, try these 10 things. Now the guy that did that, I mean, is a Brit, by the way, and he talks very authentically and everything. He's good, but I know he has a whole team of people behind him that help write the script and everything else, right? and he does a whole load of other tech reviews. That wasn't a one-off video. So he has a whole load of subscribers, but it gives you an idea. Right, now this is, for those of you in property, this is what I searched for after the first mini budget of Rachel Reeves. Oh, sorry, it was after the bank interest rate went down. I searched for what effect does the bank interest rate have on property? And this is what it came up with, right? So they're the ones the odd things to think about are what might people be searching for. UK property just changed forever, 72,000 views in a day. One day, right? The buy-to-let blueprint, how to earn 3,000 a month, 14,000 views in 5 days, right? Is this the start of a UK rental crisis? I mean, ignore the thumbnails, Keir Starmer obviously, you can see them they've just taken pictures of him, and you can do that, right? But and so you can create the thumbnail, and you can create curiosity. Is this the start of a crisis? You actually might go in and say, no, it's not. Right? But you can see the intrigue and curiosity that it creates. Right? And that was me searching for the effect of the bank interest rate changes on property. That's what I searched for. I didn't search for property, should I invest, And that's why, if you're able to do it, if you can put videos out there that say, hey, what's the latest budget doing, because the interest rate's just gone down again, what effect does it have on property? You can become the authority that people go to if you're on property. So understanding that putting regular videos out there that provide a commentary is really quite good. But, so just to emphasize the point, right? So as I was saying, the 3 things are really important. Number 1, the topic. And people, by the way, different people will come up with the top 3 in different order, right? But topic, curiosity, and thumbnail. And then content is after that. Comes afterwards. People are, the content is important, but people aren't even going to watch if you don't have a good title and thumbnail that gets them to watch in the first place. So then, if you look at the thumbnails, what's the common denominator there, right? First of all, you got a picture of someone. They got their face on the thumbnail, and you see the curiosity. They're looking curious, and you see the one at the bottom, scratching his head, looking curious, whatever. How to get noticed on YouTube, actually, at the top is funny. So that's, and there's more. Oh, that's the same one. All right. Oh, sorry. The key metrics. How does YouTube measure your video? And this is where it starts to get the scary bit, right? The click-through rate. So 55 people or something, and let's say it's 50 people in the room today. If I show you and say, look, I've got this great video, how many of you want to watch it? Right, let's imagine there's 100 of you here, right? I show every one of you, I go, hey, look, here's this great video. I'm really proud of it. I've spent the whole weekend editing it, and here's my video. The percentage of people that are likely to watch it, out of 100, about 4 or 5% are the best. The rest, not interested. But, on the other hand, that could be quite good, couldn't it? Because I've just put, if it was a business thing, if it's about property investment, whatever, that's quite good. Because actually I've just qualified out people that aren't interested in my topic. But that you're talking about scary stats, right? Average view duration, how long do people watch it for? And as I said earlier, you saw that chart as it goes down, 30 seconds is, if you've got 50% of those watching, so you've already given it to 100 people, and you've only got, let's say, for argument's sake, 5% watching it, and out of that 5%, 50% of the 5, so now we're down to 2.5, 3 or whatever, have dropped off after 30 seconds. And the best bit is after that, of course. So This is why you have to figure it out. I sort of touched on this next one a while ago, but does your niche have an elephant in the room? It's definitely worth asking yourself that. And if you can be the one that addresses it, and by the way, it's a real photo I took in South Africa. The elephant actually walking by. And if you ever get a chance to do it, it's great. But the elephant in the room is really important. If you can start addressing that, and people are coming because if it's a second-hand car or whatever, there'd be various elephants you'd have in the room, like, do I trust this person? How old is the car? When were the tyres changed? Well, I got all these questions. When was it last serviced? All those things, and if you could start addressing those. If you were a second-hand car dealer, you could start addressing all of those on your video, couldn't you? Our cars are MOT, they've got new, the tyres are good, and all this sort of stuff, right? If you start addressing the elephant in the room, you'll be the ones that actually are favoured, right? And you're going to get the views. So, right, that was the end of the first section. Thankfully, we've still got an hour and a half to go. Nick's at the back. Nick, by the way, I did walk across the other side of the room just while you were out, just so you know.
Twice.
Yeah, these guys will vouch for the fact I did. So now we're moving on to creating a channel and why you need it more than a website. That's me, I'm being provocative. By the way, I do have a website. If you go and check it, it's because I just rehosted it about a month ago and I haven't yet really done anything with it. It says, yeah, look, here I am. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not here yet. It's been changed. All that sort of stuff. Well, why am I not bothered? Because if I want any leads, I get them from the YouTube channel. So people going to your website, and they're going to go through all of your website to try and find the detail and everything else. Are they going to? How far do they have to go through? Is it on page 3 where it says contact me, right? Whereas on YouTube, I can say, thanks for watching this video. If you want to contact me, my details are below. Thank you, done. Right, I can instantly send people from my video to my funnel. I don't actually need the website. I will be honest, you do still need a website because people might check you out, right? Just to see, do you have a website? If you're real, do you have a website? Do you have social media presence? Do you have this? They're going to check you out. So have a website, but I'll let you conclude what's the most important, where you're likely to get the most leads from. So, just to re-emphasize, we've been through this, answer specific questions. Your first strategy, specific questions. And don't be a generalist. You know, if you can answer very specific questions, you're going to get people searching. You're answering what people are searching for. Okay, so I spoke a bit about this earlier, about how you earn on YouTube. Because people ask, right, hey, I heard you can earn money from YouTube and I want to know how to do it. So AdSense, you get paid by advertisers for using your videos. This is the thing, this is the challenge, and you'll see loads and loads of people on social media going, how do I get 1,000 subscribers? Can I buy them? Yes, you probably could buy them from somewhere in Asia, but it's fake, and YouTube gets to know that. And anyway, they can drop off after they can subscribe to you and then unsubscribe in a month's time. So it's not worth it. You have to earn it, right? And you want to get this is the holy grail for many YouTubers. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So it can't be that they keep watching the first 30 seconds. You have to have some videos that are evergreen, and that's the challenge of a YouTuber, is to create evergreen videos that people, it's not time related. Here's a video of my Christmas party. I'm going to watch that in the summer? No. Here's a video of the property market in 2023. Not interested anymore, yeah. So how do you create, I mean, like going back to Airbnb, here are the 10 lessons I've learned from renting or hosting an Airbnb for the last 10 years or whatever it is. You know. So stuff like that, where people might come back to, you know, are useful, right? So look at what type of video can I create that will be evergreen, that will last beyond? I'm not saying that's the only thing you do. You need to do this mixture, right? So you're doing some that are spot on right now. Here's what's going on in November. Here's what Rachel Reeves has done to the property market, or whatever it might be, or to my niche, what's happening. So you do that, but you're also looking for those evergreen videos. Brand deals, sponsorships. Now, speaking to, or checking out someone on yesterday about this, they can be done. So if you're a specialist, if I went and said, hey, look, GoPro, I'm reviewing GoPro cameras all the time. Apparently what a lot of the companies will do is they say, right, okay, here's the script you need to read. and here's the contract you need to sign to say you'll read this script and you're going to do this, 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 and this. And then can end up with a 3-month negotiation with the brand company saying you're representing our brand properly before I pay you any money. So be careful with that one. Affiliate links, I think, is the easiest one. You have to go to Amazon and apply for it. And what I've done is I've gone, don't forget, if you put a video on, it's global. So I've gone to Amazon.com, so the US as well, and I do that. It took me a while to get that. I've only just restarted it. I had it a couple of years ago and then lost it for whatever reason. So I'm doing that. The best one, though, I guess, which might be easiest for you guys, is digital products, ebooks and courses, right? Download my ebook, because maybe it's free, or maybe you've got a free one and you've got a chargeable one, for $1 or whatever. But it's what you're doing is actually also collecting leads, yeah. And then consulting opportunities. This one comes up. Actually, people are saying this, that from watching their video, they say, hey, look, I've watched your video. I really like it, it's really good, and I wonder if you could come and help me do this. So it's an opportunity. Just think of that, it's an opportunity you might get. You can obviously, you've got the option to turn it down, or it's, you're in Australia, you're going to pay for my airfare or whatever. But it is an opportunity that you might get simply from just posting on YouTube. Right? So people ask about how do you make money straight on YouTube. They say some of the big ones, will have 1 million subscribers. My problem is because I started off as a hobby, and I ripped up my channels just coming up to 2 years ago. But like in 2023, I've had to start again, right? Because I had one channel, and I wasn't actually even worried about it. It's my hobby. I just shoved videos on. I didn't care. A lot of them had music on, which is copyright. And originally, YouTube, when it started, didn't care about that. And then in comes the copyright. So. Yep.
The 4,000 watch hours, what are watch hours?
Oh, okay.
So it's not content, is it?
It's how long they watch your video for.
So across the number of subscribers?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be a subscriber. They might not have subscribed, but they're watching it. So they lost. So you've got a 10-minute video, and they drop off after 20 seconds. They've only watched 20 seconds. So it's how long that they've actually watched all your videos for, and they count that up. And you have to maintain it. So you can't just get to 4,000 watch hours and then next week it goes down, then they go, sorry, you're out. Start again, you've got to earn it again. So, right. So now we need to talk about a really sensitive topic, FOPO. Any guesses? Fear of other people's opinions. Hey, I don't want to be on video. How many people have I spoken to? Come on, who suffers from FOPO? Just show of hands. I don't want to do that. Do you want to know? Do you know what? I'm scared of what my friends and family think. They don't care. They don't. Don't be scared. And there's ways to just practice. Just put a video, record a video, and then delete it. You can put it unlisted. They don't have to see it, right? You just practice on video. And FOPO, I mean, I know some people say, look, I'm happy to do a video, but I don't want to be on it. But don't forget, was it the message? People buy from people, right? So people buy, and that's the thing to remember. Yeah, okay, you're scared and it's scary. Yeah, and we all went through it. Everybody, I can assure you, every YouTuber will tell you they had this. They suffered from the same problem, FOPO, fear of other people's opinions. Everybody. So it's not just you, it's all of us, right? And don't think that every video you watch is perfect and hey look, that's all right because he did it in one take. I can tell you I've spent hour and a half, to be honest, doing a 30-second, I should say, intro, because I kept messing it up. Hour and a half. I was cursing and swearing and whatever else at myself, because every time I went, I didn't use a script. Every time I thought, oh, I know, I've got a better thing to say in my head. I was going, no, why did you do that? Well, you knew what you were going to say. Why did you go over there? We all do it, right? It's okay. It's all right. And just record a video. Don't even put it on. But don't worry about friends, relatives. One of my latest videos I put on, I sent it to several people and said, can you watch this and let me know what you think? Have they watched it? No. Oh, we're going to do that. Yeah, don't worry, mate. They're not bothered. Honestly, they're not. They know you in real life anyway, so if you're on there, and just retake and re-record it until you're happy. But it's worth doing it. But remember, it's important, people buy from people. If you're not on there, then they may not be interested. Right? Now, am I on every video I do? Because I do travel, not every time. I mean, sometimes I'll talk and just say, hey, this is Mike, here's what I was doing, da-da-da-da. Sometimes I put, my face might be on the thing. And on my channel, you can see me talking on various different things anyway. So it's not, as long as people know who you are, fine. So, typical challenges in getting started, recording videos, excuses, distractions, content ideas, perfectionism. Version 1, and you must know this now.
It's better than version 9.
Yeah. So go for version 1, just do it. Fear of other people's opinions, as I say, procrastination, I'm going to do it tomorrow, whatever. The other one, yes, we all suffer from, me included, imposter syndrome. I can't possibly do a video about, I don't know, elephants in South Africa, because I've only been there for a week. But I did, and it's still really popular. Finding time, editing skills, camera skills, all these things can be fixed. I'm going to show you my camera I use most of the time. iPhone. And guess what? Most people use iPhones or whatever phone, Android phones. These are pretty good these days. And people will tell you that those who have bought expensive cameras find they don't use them because it actually is now a year and so ago old and it's not as good as the latest Android, iPhone, whatever camera. These things are really good these days. You don't need an expensive camera.
Any specific setting on the phone camera?
Sorry, say again?
Do you use any specific setting on the phone camera?
It depends. I always try and record in 4K, which is high quality. The iPhone, you can. It's got a thing called HDR, which is high definition. It's another step up. And now on the latest iPhone 16, I think there's another version, even more quality, whatever. What you have to be careful of, if I put this in as ProRes, this is Pro Resolution, this is available on here, it just gobbles up the memory. You put it on and it's on there, and that's got 256K on it. Immediately says you've got 10 seconds. Yeah, but I've emptied everything off, right? Still got the apps on it, but I don't keep photos or videos on there anymore. And it just says you've only got 10 seconds of video space. On the latest one, I know that you can plug in external memory card, so you can buy a 1 terabyte card and then it'll carry on for weeks. Oh, hours, I should say. But okay. So the question was, do you shoot in a landscape or portrait? It depends what you're doing, right? So if it's for YouTube, and there's things called YouTube Shorts. Have you come across that? YouTube Shorts are YouTube's answer to Facebook and Instagram, right, of doing the portrait version. Now, at the moment, YouTube Shorts have to be less than 1 minute. And sometimes you can record a video and put it in, and it doesn't recognize it as a short even. So it can be difficult to do. But it's worth it. What happens with shorts, you put them on, and YouTube, because it's promoting it, you know, you'll get 500, my latest one is 540 views, I think, this morning, in about 3 or 4 days. And then it stops. It's like a burst. It's like, hey, everybody, here it is. Right now, you've seen it. Right, that's gone. Next one. So it's good for getting a high number of views. But then I'll put the same video on in landscape, which is typically where I put all my stuff, actually. So YouTube likes landscape, normally on the proper ones. So use landscape for the serious stuff. If it's the stuff I put in portrait, you might show it on Instagram as well, but or whatever, or on Facebook. But serious stuff I'll do on portrait. So we'll talk more about that. Getting started. This is the bit I was just talking about here. So the professional videographers, what their concern is keeping on budget. Semi-pros are focused on the light and sound being right in their video, and the amateurs that are just getting started, whatever, go, oh yeah, but I need the latest Sony camera. I need to spend at least £1,000 getting the camera and the lenses, whatever. You don't. Honestly, you don't need to, right? Amateurs think they need, better equipment. So, but you don't. Honestly, you don't. And trust me, I've been tempted to go out and buy expensive Sony camera or whatever because it looks good, but you don't need it. You really don't. You can record just as good, if not better, stuff on an iPhone or whatever phone you got. So when you're looking at creating a video, here's what you do. This is about finding your niche, right? You can use the YouTube search bar, and you actually can even put blanks in the front as well, and it searches a wider, increases the search area. So here, this is me just being deliberate, property investment, and then you can see all the stuff there. So before you record a video, one of the things you can do is research what are your competitors doing. Why not? No one's stopping you. No one's going to come back and say, oh, you shouldn't be watching my video because you're a competitor. They can't tell. So there's nothing wrong in researching your niche on YouTube, understanding what it is. And sometimes I'll watch. I was talking about going about the London to Brighton bike ride video I've done. I watched what a couple of other people doing, and this is them getting their bike out the bike shed. And here I'm going, I'm shoving it on the car rack, and I'm taking it down to Clapham Common, ready to go, and I'm going, scrub that, I'm not doing that. If you're thinking of cycling the London to Brighton bike ride, you've probably got a whole bunch of questions. And I'm going to show you the answers to those. Here we go. Right? So look at what your competitors are doing. Right, I can do better than that. Or I can do a different version. Or I can actually take some of that, and I've seen that other video over here, and da-da-da-da-da. And a bit like Nick's favourite phrase of R&D, right? You can actually do that. There's nothing wrong with it. And someone pointed out the other day, you came up with the great term of being a synthesizer. A synthesizer. You're taking bits and pieces from everywhere else, right? And you're combining them into your knowledge, or if you like, into your video, and going, right, here's the latest, what's going on in my niche or this niche in at this moment. Right? There's nothing wrong in doing that. Guess what? I do that, right? I look at YouTube videos and all over the place, and all sorts of bits and pieces. So, and actually synthesize it, right? Put it all together. So let's look at another approach. And this is an approach used by some people on the internet and on YouTube, and it's another company. They use a 45-minute webinar. And the whole idea is they do marketing at the front. You get 100 people at the front, put them on a 45-minute webinar. Most will drop out by the end. But as I say, at the end, guess what we've got? We've got people that are really interested in what we're selling because they watched our webinar all the way through. And I'll show you the full topic on that, which is, so they build an email list from the start, they do the marketing, shove the people into the webinar, and what they do is they, so some of it's gone slightly wrong, but 5 to 10 minutes set the stage of here's what we're doing, 10 minutes on topic 1, 10 minutes on topic 2. And you know what they're doing on the video, what they actually do, is they tell you the what and the why. I'm going to let you into a secret here. Because once you know this, you're going to spot this everywhere. I'm going to tell you the what and the why. Do you want to know how? Pay me. Do you want to know how? Okay. So that's the webinar. It qualifies. And actually, one of the things that they do on this is to say, if you're watching this video is aimed at people that want to grow their business, Now, if you're not already set up to do your business, if you haven't got any income at the moment, this video is probably not for you. I do that at the beginning. Right? So they've already qualified people out. It provides but the video actually provides genuine value. So talking about whatever the topic is, right? They want to talk about positioning you as an authority, it builds trust, and it builds demand for people to work with you. So it's, as they say, a wow, not how. But the whole idea of that is, at the end of it, the call to action is, if you, and we spoke about it earlier a bit, is if you're interested in this and you want to apply, again, it's the scarcity bit, we'll set up a call. And guess what? People drop out, and they end up with 4 people at the end, out of the 100 that they, 400 people came in, you drop out as it goes through, and you qualify down, you call 12 down to 4, another 4 people that they want. So you qualify more people out on the call. This is being used, and you'll see it. Sometimes it's referred to a video sales letter. You hear that a lot, VSL. It's another TLA that you come across. So, again, about creating videos. 2 things. What the pro does and what a lot of us do. Me included, I'm guilty of this. You have the pro wants to grow their channel. They'll research what's going on in my industry at the moment. What's really topical? What are people searching for? And you can do that. Remember the research I showed you by searching on YouTube? What's going on at the minute? What's the effect of the budget in my industry or whatever it might be? And then what they do, the pros, will research the topic, then they create the content to achieve that issue, that whatever it is, that topic. Right? They're creating a video specifically to address what people are searching for at the minute. Right? And then they post and promote it. What we do, we go, hey, I know all about, Airbnb or whatever it might be. I know all about that. I'm going to create a video about it, and I post it. Right? And to be honest, some of my travel videos are exactly that. I go, okay, look, I've done this trip. I just put that on as an experience and see how it goes. And fair dues. The other way I could do it is research and go, hey, lots of people are thinking of going to, I don't know, Timbuktu or something. So I'm going to fly there and record a video. I mean, it's expensive, I know, but you could do that. Or people are thinking of going to Las Vegas. I'm going to put a video on about what to do in Las Vegas. Whatever. Right? So you could do that. But the thing to do is to bear in mind to research your project first before you do it. And then, again, the slide I showed earlier, but it's all about getting people into your funnel. Number 1, I know you exist. I know what you stand for. I want one, right? So the video virality is important, right? Download my PDF for more info, right? That's what you've got to figure out. What is it my video is trying to achieve is important. So know what you're trying to do. It might be, I want you to know I exist. That could be it. That could be your sole purpose of my video is, hey, I'm Joe. I'm in the property market, and I'm going to, Nick's in the room, so I'm just going to walk over here. He's not watching. Nick, I'm just over here. How long? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So download my PDF for more info. One more, and then. So this is one of my most popular videos at the moment. strangely enough, just so you know, by the way, my most popular video I have is 73,000 views. It was a punch-up, a brawl on the London to Brighton bike ride. The first time I ever did it, the GoPro was, in fact, it wasn't even a GoPro, it was a camera stuck on my handlebars. Couldn't really see much happening. I didn't put any thumbnail or anything really, did nothing. I just put it on YouTube, and people search for things like brawls, punch-ups, whatever, and that's got 73,000 views. This one has 41,000, I think it's clocking up every day. And this is my evergreen video. Hey look, this video brought me in 219 subscribers so far. Trust me, you want that. I want more videos like this. And it's actually, as I was saying earlier, it's the horses on the Holcombe Beach in Norfolk. It's the cavalry up there. Trust me, if I knew when they were going to be there, I'd be there. I would camp out the night before. I would do that. But that's the type of thing you want. So that is the sort of research that you can do. But then some of the other stats you can get, and this is again where it gets, I will move this side now. So this is where it gets quite scary, right? So impressions, that's how many people they showed it to, right? So YouTube showed my video to 530,000 people, and the click-through rate, 5.9%, which is high, right? If you got 4%, you'd be happy sometimes. Sometimes as low as 3 or 2%, right? Not interested. Views from impressions, 31,000, and average view duration, if you can't see it, is 2 minutes. And you're going, no, you're missing all the best bits. What's the matter with you people? Right? watch time, and you can see the stats, and you can see what people are searching for and where and there's a lot more stats you can get from YouTube, right? You can analyze the video, you can see where they're watching it from, which country. Elephants video I've got, as I mentioned earlier. I'll tell you where most of the people are, India. The people in India love elephants. I didn't know that before. I found out they do, right? That's where most of the people are. So,
where do you find those stats? Is it on the video you post, or someone else can find it?
No, this is from me.
So I cannot see that.
Okay, well this is a thing called YouTube Studio,
right.
And when you open it, it's free. It's there. Just open YouTube Studio, and you get all the stats. And this is just some of them. There's a lot more on there. So.
Is that just a normal video, not an ad?
Yes, it's. Sorry, that's my reminder to stop. Hang on. Right, so this is other stuff around on-channel content, and it just again shows you us. In fact, actually, that's my video on the Brawl of London to Brighton bike ride, 74,887. That was the most random thing I ever posted and my most popular video. But, whatever. Bellagio fountains. It has a copyright on it. In the old days, you could get away with that. These days, even though someone else may be performing in the background. So, for example, I've got another video with Michael Jackson music in the background. Copyright, don't like it. Sometimes they'll let you do it. This copyright, we'll still show it, but there's some restrictions. Maybe not in other countries or whatever else.
You have a good rate of comments though as well.
Yes. And the other thing is, if you've got comments, is to reply to your people that put the comments. That gets you brownie points on YouTube. So, guess what? I'm now going to just jump to the end if I can do that, because we're running right out of time. And let me just. So yeah. So by the way, so this lady here is YouTube. She was at some event on stage in Vegas or somewhere. She's a YouTube star, whatever, and she was going, "Don't ask me, I don't know." Right? So 4.8 thousand views, 12,000 views, 13,000 views, 6 million views. How do you do that? 7.1 thousand views, 13,000. She's on stage. She was going, "Don't ask me, I don't know." I don't know what I did on there to get 6 million, but growth hacks. So it's getting slightly old now, but anyway. So let's see if we can just jump to the end. So, something else not worked properly on. Right, so all that advertising. Sorry, I can't now. Right, so Of course. I have a 7-step system, and I am going to launch a course in Q1. And I didn't steal this from Nick. I actually, not much. Sorry, it's chopped them. But anyway, accelerate your business growth with video. I am doing it, and going through these different bits to take you from researching the right niche, creating your strategy, say how to set up the YouTube channel, all that sort of stuff. Camera, choosing the right equipment, content strategies, whatever else. Now, like Nick was saying, by the way, about Founders Course, I am doing a Founders Course. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I know the first bits I'm doing, and then I want to create the rest around people that want to be found, i.e. the founders. So, Grow Your Business Founders Course. It's about putting the logo in the middle. That's how you do it. That'll take you to my YouTube school group. By the way, I'm a big fan of school, and I didn't get a chance to show you the point of that one. But there is a way of taking traffic straight from your YouTube channel straight to school. If it doesn't come out, I'll put it in the link and we'll send it out, right? But I am after founders. If you want to join, you're very welcome. I'd like to do that, and I'm after volunteers, obviously. And I will help you create and build your YouTube channel. We work together to generate high quality leads for your business. 8-week duration, but I'll be online, but also do weekly Zoom calls and all that sort of stuff. So all that's there can be adapted to adjust, like Nick was saying, about building it around the people. So let me, hang on. So that's what's coming, and there should be a slide, another slide. It's obviously not going to work, so no. Okay, so last slide seems to have gone away. No. We're going to go through all that, and oh, there we go. Sorry, no. Let's go back. Yes, so what I was going to say is I'm doing it for the amazing price, which isn't on there now, of £25,000. Not really. No. So 497 will be the investment for that, and it's all I'm asking for. If you want to, contact me, and I'll put the link out. I haven't got a form set up at the moment, but I will do it, and you can join my school group for free. There's nothing there at the moment. Yeah, we've obviously got about, I think it's about 20 odd members or something like that at the moment. But join my school group. There is then a category of wait list on there, and I'll be using that wait list to then purge through and to talk to you, find out what you want to do. Do you want to join? It won't start until, I'm not after any money now. It'll start in January. Okay, that's when we'll start, in Q1. Is that right? Does that make sense? Okay, I think I've got Nick standing at the back looking at his clock. I think 2 minutes early, actually.
Hello, mate. I'll just have a quick picture as well. So I've got a phone at the back. Just go a quick picture of Mike.
Yeah.
Done awesome, by the way. Rose, have we got you? Let's do it.
Yeah, should we put
Hands up.
Yay!
Yeah, hands up, hands up, come on.
Go on.
I got my hand up.
Well done, mate. Proud of you. Yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it, guys? Did you learn a lot about YouTube there, team? Yeah. Yeah, there's lots, and I think I want to find out more. We had to skip quite a lot of slides there. This is an amazing opportunity as well, guys. Obviously, I know it's something I need to be doing, so I'll be on this for sure. Right. And I'm sure many other people will be as well. And this is the great thing, isn't it? But what we learned earlier, wouldn't a waiting list be perfect?
Yes. Yeah.
Then Mike, you should have set it up this morning, mate.
Oh, sure.
Okay, but this is the great thing with why this is amazing. But imagine how good all of your offers will be when you've got the waiting list ready to literally use like that. So this is amazing anyway. Follow Mike, get in his school group, and there's an amazing opportunity there. So, did we love that session, team?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, well done. So, we're now going to take a break before our last session. I know we've been giving you guys shorter breaks today. You deserve a half hour now, right? I think. Properly read chess, set your batteries, because the last session at 4 o'clock, you've got me and Mr. Liam Ryan joining the stage. So we have got a powerful 1 hour session around stacks and offers, and then we have got all of our special announcements. Now these are huge, guys. I can't wait to share them with you. So make sure you're back at 4 o'clock. There's nice cookies out there. I have been avoiding them. If you want them, they are the best cookies in the world.